Plug you in. Boop, plugged in. Hi, kitty cat. How are you? You're good. That's good. Just organizing everything. I'm gonna use this mug. Making myself some coffee to get through the stream. It's gonna be a long one. I don't think I'm gonna need that. That's so funny. Tomatoes. Make sure that's all clean. When I have to read messages when it pops up on my phone. Oof. I hope the Wi-Fi is gonna be okay in here because this is like the least nice place in the house where the Wi-Fi goes. So yeah, we're hoping it'll be fine. And garlic. milk for the coffee. Love it. Okay. Hi, Zach. I wish there was a chef hat sticker. If there was, I would send it along. And the floof just went by. Come here, floof. Come here. My floof is so cute. Okay. Coffee. Okay, taking off the rings, because yeah, this is how much you know I'm a cat person. These are coasters. Those, like, they're so cute. They're the little coasters. I wish there was a chef's. Oh, there! Oh, that's so cute. Okay, rings go on the coaster. Are we forgetting anything that's not in front of us right this second? And then the boy, hold on. And the boy. Yeah. Say hello to everyone. Say hello. Okay, wash the hands. When you touch a pet, you wash your hands. Okay. Well, welcome everyone to my cooking live stream. We're gonna be making slow roast tomato soup. Okay, and when I mean slow roast, I literally mean these tomatoes are gonna be in the oven, slow roasting for about an hour. So yeah, I'm hoping that the stream's gonna be fine. Like I said, this is the worst area in the house for signal. So let me actually see. Are we back? I hope we're back. You know, I was acting funny. The Wi-Fi was still on the computer. So I switched the Wi-Fi off the computer. It's just on the phone. We should be good. We should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna be telling you ingredients and recipe numbers for a serving of 4. Okay, I'm gonna be doing a serving of 12 because I have a giant ass family. So you don't have to make this much, but technically you can, and then you can put it in Tupperwares and then freeze it if you want. Your choice. Okay, so I'm gonna be tilting you slightly so you can watch me cut the tomatoes. So fascinating. Okay, so I literally, for a serving of 4, like a regular size portion, you're gonna be cutting 8 tomatoes. Okay, I'm not gonna be cutting 8 tomatoes. I'm gonna be cutting 5 bags of tomatoes. That's what I'm gonna be doing. But you cut 8 tomatoes. Okay. Oh, sorry, 6 bags of tomatoes. Lol. Okay. And actually, hold on. While we're doing this, we can actually cut them on the tray if you want to be save dishes, I guess you can say. So yeah. And then cut this, we're cutting this awful little bit out. You don't want this bit. This is the only bit you don't want. The rest of the tomato is fine. Okay. Cut them in quite big chunks, like not too small chunks. Basically quarters, but just without that little, this bit. This bit must be gone, the rest of the tomato is fine. So I like cut it like that. I cut it into 3 basically, and then I take out this hard bit over here, and then I just put that to the side. Okay, sprinkle them, put them skin down, so that facing up. How's the stream going? It's not like lagging or anything. Ooh, this tomato looks like it has something in it. Does it? No, it's fine. We can just chop that bit off. It's not lagging for now. Not for now, say forever, for the stream. We need to be positive. That's fine, okay. Take that horrible bit out. Okay, and you need to preheat your oven to 140, okay? So, 140. Okay, oven is on, doing its thing. Now I have a compost heap outside, so these little bits that I'm gonna be taking off are literally just gonna go to the compost heap. So no, nothing's going to waste, nothing's going in the trash. But I'll probably have to do 2 trays of these because, like I said, a lot of tomatoes, and I'm doing this for 12 people. And this is a freezable meal, which is nice for people who want to like meal prep as well. But it is just like getting those flavors out of the tomatoes as much as you can. Like, that's what we're here for. Any questions? I think it's quite self-explanatory right now. I'm hoping the weather stays like this and it's not gonna get rainy just now, because I've got washing outside and I'm like, ooh, I don't want to have to like halfway through the stream bringing in the washing. I think 3 bags of tomatoes should be fine for my family, but I'll see how they go as I'm cutting them. Okay. So don't start raining and then the rain ruins the signal for the stream and all that stuff. Okay, I think we can fit one more tomato on this tray. Put that there. And the thing is, I can just stack the trays in the oven. So, all good there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is tray 1. We will season it now. Okay, what we're gonna do is gonna pour olive oil over it. We're gonna go, wee. We love olive oil. Olive oil is amazing. Okay. Then, did I bring up my fancy salt? I did not. Okay. I was like, I did not bring up my fancy salt. Salt everywhere. Okay. And pepper everywhere. And it's that easy. Done. That goes in the oven, but I'm gonna put it in the oven the same time the second tray goes in, so this will just sit on the side for now. Okay. Again, for a portion of for 4 people, you only do 8 tomatoes. I'm making for my whole family and then some. So like it's gonna be a lot. And the boy is outside in the garden. I can see him through the window. He's so cute. Sometimes when the chat is quiet, I'm like, is it because the stream is lagging or the stream died and I don't know it? Okay, now I've got a free bag to put all these little end bits in, which is great. Okay. Next bag. Okay. Oh, my foster kitty is chilling on the wall outside. It's so cute. Okay, determined to get this last bag of tomatoes on here. So then I've done 3 bags of tomatoes. I didn't know how many I needed to do, but we did it. Because you don't know how many tomatoes are in a bag. And now I need to think of something. I guess I can make spaghetti bolognese with the rest of it, or salsa with the rest of these tomatoes. I'm like, now I've got many packets of tomatoes left. I guess I can take them to my family and be like, yeah, tomatoes, do what you want with it. Be free. Ooh, let's shove those there. Okay, there are 2 left in this bag. We can put them somewhere. I know we can. Okay. And last one. Last one. Okay. What is that? A sea monster. That is so funny. Okay. And we made it! Yay! 3 bags of tomatoes spread over 2 trays. Look at that. And that are gonna slow roast now for an hour. Okay. Now I can put the rest of these back, so that's good. I'll probably give these to my family members. Okay, sip of coffee. Throw away all the things. Okay. Olive oil. Hi, my baby. Pepper. And salt. Okay. Now, if you want, you can add like herbs and stuff. I always worry that the herbs will brown too much, basically burn, and we don't want that. So I put that in later. in oven. Tray 2 in oven. At around the 30-minute mark, I'll switch the trays around because obviously they're not both in like the medium part of the oven. So I'll like risk the stream dying and show you. Whee! Okay, so you see, so it's like, whee! Tis like that. Put you back. Whee! Okay, plug it back in. And done. Okay. Whew. Now, hey Siri. I'm seeing if my Hey Siri works. I don't think it works with. Okay, let's put a timer on my computer. Whee. I'm like, wee. Okay, 30-minute timer has been put on. So after that 30 minutes, we're gonna switch them over and then do another 30 minutes. Okay, now I've got a bell pepper or a capsicum. Some people say capsicum. For me, it's a bell pepper. So, or I just call it a pepper, red pepper. But yeah, so you need 1 for your recipe. I'm using 3 because of how many people there are. And this adds a little bit of sweetness to your, like, the acidity of the tomatoes. Okay, spin. Okay, the insides of your bell peppers can be put also in the compost. So this is going to be compost. So let me squeegee you down some more. Okay, so I cut them in half. Up until there. And then I literally like rip it in half. Okay. Ooh. And look what we have here. Okay, so this bell pepper is not good. That is literally mold growing in there. So throw that away. That's going in our compost heap as is, like that. Do not use that. Now I'm gonna wash this because obviously I used it to cut that. That was gross. Okay, let's hope we have success with these 2, because if not, then I guess the bell peppers are not going in the soup. Ah, see, that's what it needs to look like. Okay, so those are fine. Then I cut, don't ever cut towards you, don't be stupid like me. I cut around the bell pepper to take out the insides, to take out all the pips. Take out this whole area. And then I take out this extra like discoloration. Be careful when you're taking it out, especially when you're cutting towards you and you have your fingers involved. And those two little seeds that's stuck in there is all can go in the compost heap. So that's where they're going. Okay. And then this one's quite large, so I'm gonna cut it there. Take the seed away. I'm gonna go like that. Fabulous. Seed free. Done. Let's cut the second one. And that's just the skin being silly. So it's not dirty, don't worry. There we go. Okay. That little bit at the bottom. And this one is good. Okay. And then you cut around. There we go. Take all these into the composting. Fabulous. Just taking all the seeds out. We don't want the seedies. What, my baby? My baby's on the floor. Okay. There we go. It's so nice and sweet. Okay. Now we're gonna take this and slice it into lovely little slices. The little strippies. So we slice it into strippies. Okay. Cool. Like that. And then you're going to then dice them. Okay. Fabulous. Sometimes the skin is hard to get through. The food is coming along nicely. It is. Okay. So, there we go. And slice. That one's a bit chunky. Let's slice that again. Too fabulous. They're quite old. And no matter how much knife sharpening I try to do with them, it doesn't work. Okay. Cool. Fabulous. Right there. And you do the same with the red one. But like I said, you guys will do one for a 4-person serving, because I am like tripling the recipe. So yeah. You can also use baby tomatoes if you prefer baby tomatoes, but honestly, you don't have to. It's not a big deal. And everything's gonna be like pureed smooth. This is a smooth soup. It's not a chunky soup. Okay. Oh, the colors are mixing, how dare they? That's a joke. Please don't. Some people have problems with their food touching each other. That's where that came from, not anything racial, okay? I know people are very sensitive, so it's like clarifying. Let's clarify there. I remember when I was a kid, I don't do it obviously anymore, but like the carrots would have to be there, and then the mashed potato would have to be there, and the meat would have to be there, and if it touched, I was like, no. It's like, this ain't happening. So please note that I will never say anything harmful or biased. That is not who I am. But like, obviously, when I listen to things, then I'm like, oh, someone can take it in an offensive way. So let me just clarify quickly that like, no, that's not the way I'm meaning it. Please do not be offended. Back to the cooking. Done with that rant. Okay. Whee. Ooh. Okay, dokie. There we go. Done. Sip of coffee. It's like, done. Done one step. Sip of coffee. Okay. Now, basil. Fresh basil. Oh. Now, I do have basil in my garden, but I didn't have enough basil technically for the amount of like soup I needed. So now half of this is gonna go in the soup. The other half is gonna go on like as decoration afterwards. As what's the word? Garnish. It's gonna go on as garnish, but obviously you can still eat it. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's a good amount. Okay, and all you're gonna do is pick them so that you have the leaf without the stem. That's all you're gonna do. Oh, I wish you could smell how beautiful the basil smells. And the little stems are going in my compost heap. Going in the compost heap. Now I'm gonna put the basil when I fry up this. I'm not going to put it in and get all crispy in the oven with the tomatoes. I think this actually might even be a little bit much. It's like a nice handful. I think that's good. We can put away that last, so I'll show you now. Okay, that one can go away. Bam. Okay, so it's like a nice handful of basil. I'm gonna go to the sink and I'm gonna wash it. Now it's all flat and washed. Okay, put that to the side. There we go. And and sip of coffee. Yay! That's good. So now while we're waiting for the roast tomatoes to go, I'm gonna be making garlic bread to be able to like dip inside the soup. So we're gonna put this to the side for now. And I have 2 baguettes. We're gonna do both of them. Okay. Parsley. Now you need a lot of parsley to make this proper garlic bread, okay? Okay. And I think I'm gonna pre-wash the parsley. I'm gonna put it in here because there is a lot of parsley and it just makes things easier. Parsley. Parsley, where's that giant ass leaf? Okay, no, none of these. Okay. And wash, throw away. Parsley's leaking. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is take the parsley and just pick the leaves. We're gonna be sitting here and picking leaves. So I think I'm gonna take a seat. And y'all can chat to me while I'm busy doing this if you want. But we're just gonna go and we're gonna pick leaves. Gonna pick some parsley leaves. Fun. Dun, 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 dun. I usually listen to music while I'm cooking, so it's like it's kind of strange for me to not have music on while cooking because obviously copyright, I can't do that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Now this garlic bread is gonna go in the oven, but you can also put it in the air fryer if it fits in your air fryer. And if you make too much of the garlic butter filling, you can literally, and then when you it to room temperature and then use it like normal. So you're just listening to me hum. Ooh, I feel granularly. That didn't wash off. Say, break my heart. Say, love me again. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but they're very sad. Get out of my life. I love how because it's like wet, it does stick to you a little bit. There we go. I'm like, what's everyone else doing? Technically, if you're following along, you're picking parsley, but if you're not following along, it's like, what are you doing? Hello, how are you? I'm watching a found footage horror movie while watching this. Oh my gosh, my worst horror movies. Let me actually, I like sit on my foot sometimes. And now I'm worried. I just put dirt on my ass because I'm wearing shoes. What are we cooking today? We are cooking slow roast tomato soup with garlic bread to dip. That's what we're doing. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah. I had curry with tomatoes today. Oh, like a vindaloo. Is a vindaloo the tomato-based curry? I know a specific curry is like tomato-based rather than like curry powder, like, you know, Indian. Okay, an Indian curry. There we go. Whee! All the things are sticking to me. Like it's like sticky. Lol, stayed up the whole night from where I'm from. The first stream you did today was at what? After the movie and this. Oh, well, thank you for being here to see the magic of the roasted tomato soup. Yeah. Okay. I'm like looking at my baguettes and I'm like, is this enough parsley? And the answer's no. I have to continue picking. It's like tedious work, but I honestly think it's better without the stems, to be honest. What's your favorite food? Ooh, that's a good question. I love breakfast foods. I love pancakes and waffles and scones. and like eggs Benedict. Oh, I'm always on the hunt for the best eggs Benedict. So yeah, that's breakfast foods are my favorites. What are your guys' favorites? Drop in the chat, what is your favorite food? But yeah, I love having a sweet breakfast. Ooh, French toast. French toast is good. Yeah, I usually have on my other streams, like my morning streams with my Animal Crossing, if I go past a certain time, I'm like, okay, it's breakfast time. I have Wheat Bix. Wheat Bix is my favorite. So, well, my favorite at the moment to have. But I eat something for a very, very long time. And then I like almost have eaten it so much that I don't feel like it anymore. So then I like go and I start being obsessed with something else. Nice. I love pancakes too. Your favorite food is Indian potato peas sandwich. That actually sounds slapping. It's curry. Okay, so like a curry and a bread. The thing is, there are so many different curries out there, and how you make it and the different spices you put. Like, there's actually a curry I love making, but I grind my own spices. So it's like you have to like roast the spices to get that aroma out before you grind them down and then use them in the curry. Like, that's how I make the curry I like to make. So this is a chachi leaf. Yeah, we don't want the chachi leaf. Okay. Yo, look at all this picking. We're nearly done. Dang, own spiced and everything. Yeah. I get the whole spices and I like roast them to bring out the aroma. So Kitty Cat, am I making a horror movie less horrifying, or am I making it very horrifying for you? Okay. We're nearly done. Nearly done. Ooh, that looks like celery. Okay, let's stand back up because we're nearly done. Okay. Lol. Good, I want to be spooked. Yeah. Well, if my face doesn't do it for you, I don't know what will. We funny. Tee hee hee. Okay. Nearly. Oh, I'm so excited. Last little pieces. Okay. There we go. And done. I've made a lovely water puddle here. I'm currently watching one now. Its name was Mormo. Mormo? Oh my gosh. Ooh, no. Yeah, you won't see me watching a horror movie. You'll see me watching my pillow, because yeah, no horror movies for me. Okay, what does our timer say? Our timer says 2 minutes before we switching over the trays. I can only recall movie named Truth and Dare, and it was a good horror movie. Okay, so we have some horror movie fans in the chats, I guess. Whew, no thank you. I get really immersed. I get scared the crap out of sometimes. Oh gosh. Okay. Knife. Now we're gonna chop off our parsley. Chop off. Like a horror movie. Chop off. We're gonna chop up our parsley. So the best way to actually do it is not just to chop it like this, is to actually grab a big bunch, like squish it together and make it almost compact in your hands, and then go and like chop it as close together as possible. Okay, and actually let me get the bowl that this mixture is going in. Okay, is my butter soft enough to put? This is how you know your butter is soft enough for this recipe. Okay, here's my butter, and my fork can literally go like that. Okay, so that's how you know. Okay, and then you can check your chopped parsley bits, and you can sprinkle them in there. Sprinkle them in there. I'm like making sure there are no big parsley bits. Okay. Ooh, the timer. Okay, so now I'm gonna put you on the floor. Hold on. Close that door. I'm gonna put you on the floor so you can watch me swapping around the trays. Kitchen. Okay. Okay. I love when my glasses steam up. Okay. Bottom tray. This is what it looks like. We're not ready yet. It's getting there. We could probably even crank the heat up a little bit because of how compact everything is. But it's steaming. Actually, we can probably put this on a higher level as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put it up to 170 because I can see that it's not doing what I want it to do. There you are. Hi. How was the floor? Did you enjoy it? Put you back in charge. Oh gosh, no. Like, this is probably the biggest knife I have. Like, why would I chop parsley with such a big knife? Like, it makes no sense. Okay. The next 30-minute timer went on, so then our tomatoes would have been in the oven for an hour. Okay, so let's continue with the garlic bread. Making the garlic bread. Okay, again, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. As close as possible. This is the way I do it. I'm not a professional chef. Do not come at me. This is how I do it. Okay. Lovely. Okay, now I'm gonna put butter. I'm gonna do the whole thing. You can put my glasses there. Will you need, will you do any more cooking streams? I'm liking this one. Yeah, I'm testing them out to see how people enjoy them. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be using, I'm legit gonna be probably using this whole thing of butter. So it's like, whee, just like, with this amount of garlic bread I have in front of me. Just put it in there. The problem is, kitty cat, my time zone and your time zone are very different. So it's a bit difficult because like, technically I'm pre-making this quite early because soup can be heated up, you know. Whereas my dinner time is generally it's in an hour to 2 hours from now is generally when I have dinner personally. But whenever I go to dinner with someone, it's in about like 3 hours, 4 hours. So yeah, I do cooking during my day, which is like your sleeping time, you know. Okay, I'm gonna be using all of this garlic, literally like all of it. Whee! Okay, everyone has different garlic levels. But when you're making garlic bread, it's called garlic bread. Okay? And I don't care if your partner's like, ew, garlic, I don't want to kiss you. Eat the garlic bread, they'll get over it. It's like, they'll get over it. They'll either realize they're missing out or they'll get over it. Okay. Very nice. I don't want to waste. I want to try to get as much of this out as possible. Hope I'm scaring you with my loud noises. Okay. That's going in the recycling. Okay. We're going to put a little bit of salt. We're going to put a little bit of pepper. And we're going to mix. This is what we're mixing. All this garlic into this butter with all this parsley. I can already tell you there's not enough parsley in there. Now, baking's a science, okay? Whenever I'm baking, you will get very precise measurements because cooking is a feeling. Cooking is different, okay? So you want to bake with logic, cook with love. Okay. Sorry, dying. I don't know where that came from. We're fine, we're good. Okay. That's what it's like being human. I'm like, where are all the tiny bits? And if you ever do this and have leftover parsley, what you can do after the oven is switched off is put it on a tray with parchment paper and dry it out, and then grind it down to be ground parsley or dried parsley, because you don't want to waste. Or put it in your compost heap. And I'm like looking at this weather and I'm like, please don't make me. Okay. There we go, look at that. That's looking fabulous. Now I'm only gonna do the one roll today. I'm gonna do this one today. I'm not gonna do the long roll, so the long roll can actually go there because I'm only seeing these ones today. So yeah, I don't want to let the garlic bread get too soggy, even though it shouldn't, but in my head I'm like, let's not test it out. Okay, this is what it should look like. This is what it looks like. It is very much, you can see all the parsley, you can see all the garlic, okay? You may not know it, but the cats are helping Ira cook out of the camera frame. Where? My one cat actually generally sits on the table while I cook, so, and the other cat's outside. I was just checking on the tomatoes, they're looking good. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna leave the rest of this parsley. I think the parsley amount that we have in there is fabulous. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is you're gonna slice the baguette. Okay, there's a little bit of, okay, we're gonna have to use this board. Whee. Slice the baguette. Slice it with a serrated knife. Okay, you're gonna slice it into nice pieces, and you can slice all the way through. Slice all the way through. This is what the pieces size-wise should look like, about the size of like a little bit bigger than your finger. Okay. Try not to squish the bread. It's like, try your best not to squish the bread. This is quite a soft baguette roll, but it will get crispy when you put it in the oven or the air fryer. Okay, dokie. Okay, it has been chopped all the way through. If you have been noticing, I have been cleaning as I go along. Those little crumbles can go in the compost heap. Okay, now we're gonna take tin foil. I'm like, how long do we need this? Compost heap stuff can go away for now. That's good. I like to take my knife and just slice through it if it's not in that like thing that you can do a slicey thing with. So I just lightly go over it, and then most of the time it comes apart nicely. Sometimes it doesn't. Ah, I didn't slice hard enough. Ah, there we go. It's like at the beginning it didn't, at the end it did. Okay. Okay, so now we've got our tin foil, we have our bread. Now I'm just looking luminous with this tin foil. Okay, and coffee. This coffee is probably ice cold by now, but like, live. Okay, so we have our end. What you're literally gonna do, and people are gonna be like, oh, that's gonna be way too much. No, no. Butter is life. And you're gonna go like this. That's what you're gonna do. And then you're gonna put your next slice there. And you're gonna go like that. And you're just gonna do that until the end. And then you can place it, as you're placing, you can place it on here and then do it on here so that it's not up in the air and you're not holding this like long ass baguette. Okay, so like it's a lot, but it really, oh, it just melts in and it's so good. Like don't skimp, you know? It's just so good. Ah, stay there. If I need to make more of this tomorrow, I can. You can again freeze this for another time. You can also do fresh garlic if you want to spend that time cutting the garlic and then putting it through a press to make it into the garlic chunks. More than welcome to do the fresh garlic. That just takes up a lot of time, okay? I personally do not have that patience to do that. No. It's just like no. Okay, 2 more pieces. Let's go. And last one. Okay, and that is it. That is the garlic bread. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna fold it in there. Nice and tight. Okay. And now this is gonna go in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. You can check on this. Check on it if you're feeling a little nervous the first time. Ovens differ, okay? So it's 180 for 20 to 30 minutes, just depending on how crispy you want it, depending on how your oven functions. You know your I was about to say utensils. you know your devices better than I do. Okay, checking on the tomatoes. They're looking nice and steamy. We have 16 minutes left on the tomatoes. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this in the on there. Bring this back. And now it's kind of like the start of frying up everything to be able to put the soup together. So let's unplug you. You were in you were on charge. You were on charge and now you're not anymore. Okay. Ah, standy stand. Don't be like this. You're about like the cow water bowl and everything. Okay. As you can see, the oven is letting off a lot of steam. That's why I kept on checking on it. I didn't want things to burn. Okay. Now what we're gonna do. I have a gigantic pot. Make sure your pot is big enough for all the ingredients to go into, okay? So, you know, again, your things, your devices, all the things you have at home. There we go. We're gonna put in some olive oil. Okay. Olive oil is never a waste, but olive oil is expensive. We're gonna put this thing on medium heat. Gonna throw that away. That's recycling. That needs to be washed. I always find cleaning up while you're busy is always the best. You gotta do a taste review by the end of the cooking. Yeah, I will, don't worry. Except for the garlic bread. Like, I can't do that because it's gonna be given to my family later. so I can't do that, but with that I will. But on our Discord server, I will be putting photos of the finished product and everything. And whenever, now I'm getting hot here, whenever there is a cooking stream happening, the day before I put all the ingredients that you need so that if you do want to follow along, you can. I'm like, where's my coffee? So yeah, so it's like up to you whether you do want to obviously follow along or just watch, or you know, these will go on YouTube for people, hi YouTube, for people to go and rewatch and follow along if they want. But obviously it is a live, and I really do like the live, what is it called? Like style, the unedited style, because it really, I think, shows you who I am, and it shows you real life. This is real life. You're gonna wait around while you're cooking. You're gonna try find things to do in between while you're waiting for things to be in the oven. So yeah. Okay, I'm trying to be out of the steam as much as possible. But yeah. Okay, we have tin tomato here. So yeah, and then I will start doing, I'm gonna try scatter the cooking streams around and make them like some in my morning, some at my lunchtime, some in my evening, so that people do have the opportunity to watch and to be here for them. But it's kind of hard when you're making a dinner dish to make it in the morning, you know? It's just, yeah, timing and time zones and all that stuff. Yeah, okay. We have 11 minutes left. Let's see how hot this is getting. Don't touch the oil. You can feel above the oil how hot or cold it is. So yeah, I'll bring you a little closer. Whee! And then you can stare and maybe hear the sizzle. Let's see if it is ready. You can test by doing that. And you see no sizzle happened, therefore it's not ready. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the side because all of our hot tins are gonna be here, our trays. Okay, vibes. Wee, it's not ready yet. But yeah, I've made these recipes before. These are like my recipes for these things. So like I know they taste good. I will say like recipe review video if it's just me trying out someone else's recipe and a new recipe. Generally, all the steam. Generally, I only give recipes to people once I've tried them, once I have like perfected them. So yeah, you won't get a recipe where I'm like, ew, this is gonna be horrible. Like you will know if it's me doing this recipe for the first time as well. We're just waiting for that to heat up, for that to finish cooking. We're just waiting. We're in a waiting game at the moment. Okay, feels 9 minutes. Oh no, laptop. Have there been any questions, any concerns, anything you're not sure about? Put you here. And the hair is just getting frizzier as the steam in the kitchen is getting like more and more. No, you're good. We'll just stand here in our apron looking cute while we wait for things to heat up. Okay, by the sink. And as you can tell, I haven't chopped a single onion. Okay, there is no onions in this. You can put an onion in it if you want, but sometimes people are allergic to onions. I'm not allergic, but like sometimes people are. So it's like, this is a nice recipe where it's like, okay, well, there's no onions. I generally do put a little bit of garlic in the starting portion here. However, I finished my garlic making the garlic bread, and the taste of the garlic bread, obviously you're going to be dipping it into the soup anyways, so sometimes you don't want to overpower the soup with garlic if you're going to have garlic bread. So think about what you're accompanying the soup with. If you're just doing toast, garlic in the soup, if you're having garlic bread like I'm doing now, it's kind of like, do you really want so much garlic throughout? And she's our foster kitty. Hi, foster kitty. Come here. Come here. Come here, my Hazel. Oh, come here. Come on. Come get your food. I'm trying to entice foster kitty to come and so I can show you foster kitty. Because she's beautiful. Okay, this is steaming. Oh, that's roasting so beautifully. Like, ooh. Yeah, she's coming, she's coming. Come here. There we go. Good girl. This is Hazel. Oh, she doesn't like the steam. She doesn't like the steam. Put her away from the steam. Her food bowl is behind you. That's why she's like there. She's behind you. Okay. Oh, now that's starting to sizzle. So let me go put you here. Okay. I don't want to tip you over. Okay. If you are, now it's very loud in here. How has the volume been actually this whole time? I'm sorry, did I blow people's ears off? I apologize. What was I saying? If you are, the steam is going on my leg. If you are putting in garlic and onion, you do it now with the peppers. Okay. We have 4 minutes on the clock. And this is all our compost heap stuff. Okay, that's good. That can be cling wrapped for tomorrow. Salt, pepper. Here are tins. Yeah. this, putting it in there because I'll definitely make more garlic bread for tomorrow. I make garlic butter for the garlic bread. Okay, down there. Okay. Fabulous. To be honest, I'm bad at cooking, so thank you for the help. Aww. You're welcome. That's why I'm here. Like, any questions? Nothing stupid. I've been literally in the kitchen since I could hold like a wooden spoon. Okay. My mom made sure that we knew the basics. That she cultivated our love for cooking, and some people just don't get that, and that's why I'm here. Like, you know. And again, this can be made in bulk for people who have busy lives. They want to bulk prep things. You can literally make this, put it in Tupperwares, freeze it. Okay, so you know. But I cook so often because it is a joy. And it is just something I really enjoy doing. Okay, 2 minutes left. Okay, those are getting nice. And when you say translucent, okay, it's not gonna get translucent. It's just cooking through to be slightly glossy. Whereas the onions, if you do have it in there, will get translucent. They'll become like clear almost. And I'm not very good at caramelized onions, my cousin is. So I get my onions to a clear or translucent state. I never get them to a caramelized state because I'm just too impatient. You need patience for that, and I'm just like, I can't do that. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna open up my tin so that it's easy. You will need, if you are doing the 4 servings, you will need 2 tins of tomatoes. Okay, that's all you'll need. You won't need the 6 tins I'm doing, but I'm doing bulk, so I'm doing 6. And this is why we wear an apron, because else it splatters all over my clothes. Okay, let's get our gloves. And timer, I'm just going to put our timer off. Let's set up. Okay. Turn the oven off. Okay, your tomatoes should be looking nice and roasty. They look almost slightly dried out, okay? You see some of them have char on them. That is perfectly fine, okay? You are allowed to have char. They're almost looking slightly dehydrated, but they have been soaking and stewing almost in their juices. So that's fabulous. Yes, I know, I've got another tin in there. Okay, now we're just working with this one. Okay, so you're not gonna see very much, but you're gonna smell more here. Okay, you're gonna be slightly more there. I'm like, slightly more. I don't know if you can see, like, they're slightly translucent. Let me try to pick some up. Do you see they're glossy? They have like a glossy sheen to them, and that's when they're ready. Okay, they are still gonna cook in here with everything else, so that's fine. Okay, now what you're do is you're literally gonna tip this pan and all that juice, all the goodness of the tomato is going in here. Okay. Now, don't burn yourself. Take as slow as you need. This is a hot pan that just came from the oven. So we're going to scrape, scrape, scrape all of this, because some of it did catch the skin. Okay. Scrape it all. You want all the goodness. You want all of it to go into your soup. All that nutrition, all that goodness that you have been roasting and cultivating needs to now go in here. Okay. Okay. Ah, that was stuck. You can see. There we go. Ooh, can't explain to you how beautiful this smells right now. Okay. Remember, this is a hot pan, and if you have the fake wooden countertops like me, do not put anything hot on these countertops. If you have marble, you can. I'm gonna go put this by the sink so that it can be out of my way. Okay, but like, look, you might not be able to see with all the steam, but it's smelling. Again, you see the dehydratedness, those slight char on some of them. Okay, I'm gonna loosen everything up. All in the one corner. Okay. Let's go. Ah! Some of it fell. It's fine. You can mess. It's your kitchen. If you want to be dirty, you can be dirty. Things can be cleaned, okay? Nothing is perfect, and I'm a clumsy human. So yeah, all that beautifulness, let it go in. Okay. Okay. Ah, that's hot. The stuff that I dropped. Okay. Okay, dokie. Ah, that's my cloth. Okay. At this stage, you're gonna put in your lovely handful of basil. You're probably gonna have about a third of this for you. You can break it up, make the oils, make it smell good. It's literally gonna change color while it's cooking. It's gonna become this beautiful green. Okay. Whee! Ah, sorry, moving you around. What is your favorite thing to cook? Honestly, I don't have a favorite thing to cook because I don't cook the same thing a lot. I kind of refuse to. I'm like, what's the point of being alive if you're gonna cook the same thing over and over and over? Okay, now we've got these beautiful roasted tomatoes. It's giving that, it's like almost that smoky, intense flavor. And that's what we were giving with it going. Sorry, when I picked up the tomato, it went under my nail. Cleaning, always be clean. But yeah, so that is mixing with the peppers, with the basil. Okay. Now we're gonna put in our herbs. Okay, oregano or well, it's oregano here, but some people say oreganum, which is actually a different spice, but oregano. I don't know what it is in some other people's countries. You'll have to look that up. Put a nice amount, okay? Taste, and then if you there, put a little bit more, but don't. You can put more in, you can't take out. So again, put a little bit of salt, taste it. Oh, okay, I think it needs a little bit more salt, put a little bit more. Instead of putting lots and lots of salt and then your meal's way too salty, you know? So I'm obviously doing quite a big dish. That's going in there. If you want to be a purist and not put that in there, you don't have to as well. But it's like, also, some people don't have a lot of like herbs and spices, the hair with the steam. So it's like, it depends on what you have and what you're willing to buy as well and have being in your kitchen, you know, because it is, herbs and spices sit in your kitchen. Whee! Okay, now put this further down to like more of a simmer. So I've got it on 3 on my thing. Okay, what do you usually cook for yourself? You know, that might be also a good indicator of like skill level, or even if you like don't cook at all. Okay, now we're putting in our tinned tomato. Again, you will be putting in 2 tins. I'm putting in 6. You put in the whole thing with the juice, everything. It can be chopped tin tomato. This is whole tin tomato. It just depends on what you have, what you want to do. Okay. Whee! And last one. Whoops, where the lid fell off. Okay. A very big batch of tomato soup. Here we go. Okay, now you're gonna mix that all in there. Oof, it's looking so good. Now, it's obviously gonna stop simmering because you just put some cold things into this hot thing. Bring it back up to a simmer. Okay, you're gonna be simmering this down. And then any whole tomatoes that you can with the wooden spoon, chop down, do that. But like, this is what it's looking like at the moment. With all the basil in there. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so you see, like, this is a big tomato. Let me bring it this side for you. This is a big tomato. You can literally go and like chop it, because we're going to be blending all this so that it is a smooth, silky smooth soup. We want that glossy sheen at the end of this once it's all blended. I'm just like, come off. Okay, so let that sit there and start simmering. We're simmering. Okay, and then these are all going to recycling. I'm like, I want to hold this because that goes with this tin. Okay. I don't want to hurt myself. Cycle, we give a shit about the planet. Okay, I will need the other board, not this board. Okay. And then clean if you made a mess anywhere while you're waiting. Use your time wisely in the kitchen. Like, clean if you want to clean. Okay. And the lid can go on top to let it simmer. I'm like, what's going on here? Okay. I need to make more of this for tomorrow, so I will do that later. This is on top as a garnish. Okay, I need to take a block of butter out for that. Did I put one in the fridge? Like a smart human. No, I did not. Okay. This can defrost overnight. This can go hang back. Okay, now we're just waiting. Get your, so if you don't have one of these, I'm gonna get it out. Okay, this is the best thing for blending soups, okay? So you literally, you put it in there. That's what it looks like. And you can put it directly in the pot and blend it. So I'll show you that just now. But if you don't have one of these, wait until the soup has cooled down enough to put it in a blender. Because some blenders, if they are glass and they get a shock of heat, they will crack. Okay, and you don't want that. It obviously just depends on your quality of blender and if you're willing to risk it, I guess. But yeah, and hot food in a blender, sometimes obviously plastic, depending on the type of plastic it was manufactured with, the toxins can seep into the food. So you don't want that either. That's why this is like the best tool to use or have. So yeah, I love this thing so much. So. And just make sure it's clean, which it is. Ooh. Just when things sit in my pantry, I'm like, let me just make sure it's clean, you know? Okay, so this will go here. Okay. Any more questions? Any more maybe recommendations of things you want to learn how to cook and you don't know where to start, or like, I don't know, like anything to do with cooking that you're like, oh, like this, is this true? Is this not true? What do you think about this? Like, if there's anything, this is like your time to, while we're having this come up to simmering. Because once this comes up to simmering, it's quite a quick process from like there. Make sure the kitchen's clean. I need to actually move my salt into this little juggie. This says brand new. It was washed, but I guess the sticker wasn't taken off. So that you can just pinch the salt. The hair literally, I was like, I was gonna straighten my hair for the stream. And then I was like, it's fine, people can know I'm crazy, it's chilled. It's like they can see my crazy hair. And I mean, with all the steam, it's just gotten curlier, to be honest. So, I mean, if I had straightened it, it was probably just gonna become like a curly mess anyways. Let's see. Ooh, I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. It's starting to like do its thing. Okay. Let that go. Whee! And I can actually put my rings back on. Because I'm done with everything. The hair is nice, to be honest. No need to be harsh on yourself. Sorry. Dying slowly. I'm not being harsh on myself. I just like sometimes the curly hair just it's hard to maintain, and it's better when my hair is longer. So it's like I like the curly hair when I've got long hair, but when it's short, it's just more of a frizzy mess than anything else. So yeah. But didn't you know women are always hard on themselves? Okay, yeah. I think it's just very I'm naturally self-critical, like, so yeah, naturally wanting the best for myself, but then that leads to criticizing yourself, and so yeah. But it's been really good. It stayed out of my eyes the whole stream as well, so it wasn't like in my face. It stayed where it needed to stay. Miss Hazel, are you gonna come? Seeing if Miss Hazel will come through the window. And this is Monica. Can anyone guess what this is? Ooh, touching the hot stove. Can anyone guess what this is? I bet no one will get it. It looks similar. I've seen it before. Well, you've never seen it on my stream, but maybe you've seen it on other people's streams. Must I give you a hint? No, it's not used for salads. It's not a salad thing. I can give you a hint if you want. I can open it if you want as well. Actually, no, I shouldn't. It's doing its thing. You use it to make bread. Like a very specific type of bread. Okay, well, you have a ponder. Ponder what Monica is. Ooh, there we go. We've got it up to a simmer. Like healthy bread. Yeah, people do believe this bread is healthier than normal bread. Because Monica's technically a live organism. She is a bacteria, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Okay. Ooh, look at all this. not many people will have Monica in their kitchen, so I don't think I'll ever do a stream with making something with her, because yeah, not a lot of people will have her. So tell me when you give up, but if you need more hints, just let me. I don't know, like I feel like I've said quite a lot. A lot of Instagrammers like make this type of bread on their Instagram. Okay, let me cling wrap this tomorrow. Okay, I can sit there on the countertop, cling wrapped. Does it start with a V? No. It has like start in the name, I guess. It starts with an S. It's like we're playing Hangman. Just a non-paper version of it. Ooh, the simmering starting. It's looking good. I'm just waiting to see what you say. So it starts with an S, and it has the word start in it. It's 2 words. So it's S something, and then something else, but with start. Start is the beginning of it. Ooh, it's getting there. It smells so good. Okay, let's bring it. You could probably see from there, actually. Look at that. Soupy soup. I'm like, I don't want it to fall over. My brain is loading. Give me a second. Okay, it's fine. So there, I don't know if you can see, there's that like sheen that's coming on the top of the soup. That's what you want. That sheen will probably be more prominent once you like zhuzh it with a blender. Cut these chunks of tomatoes even though they are going to be cut with the blender. And you can see like some of our roasted pieces with the like roasting. Yeah, I forgot. I don't have anything. Okay. Okay, we're letting this sit some more till it's nice and bubbling. It's called a sourdough starter. So Monica is the sourdough starter. Yay! So whenever I'm like, I need to feed Monica, I'm feeding my sourdough starter. So she's like a yeast culture, basically. Yeah. And I can make bread from her, muffins, pancakes, what else? Cake. Yeah. Little sourdough starter. And because she has good bacteria, whenever you make something out of her, she like brings in that good bacteria. Okay, I'm gonna crank this up a little bit, and then we're gonna take it there to like do its thing. Okay. Yeah. Waiting. And this is where you can like doom scroll on YouTube or watch a series or something. Like while you're cooking, you don't have like you can do other things while you're cooking. Like because sometimes it's not quick. It's just like, okay, the flavor is developing and becoming more intense and prominent and like delicious, okay? Sometimes things take time to cook in order for the flavor to actually be processed properly for you to have like a good meal. So this is what we're doing. Waiting for it to process and become a good meal. Yeah. Whee. It's getting there. We're getting there. Now the impatience starts. And you get a view of my messy kitchen. This is life though. This is reality. Like, I'm not going to have my kitchen be 100% clean. I'm not gonna have like this perfect backdrop like other streamers or YouTubers or whoever creators, because that's not reality. I have stuff and the stuff will be laying around everywhere, and that's life. So if you don't like my stuff in the background, it's too bad. It's gonna be there. I can hear it. It's okay, good. It's starting to bubble. I wish you could smell it. I wish this was like 4D. Look at the beautiful bubbles. Ooh, ah. Okay, you obviously don't want things to catch at the bottom. That's why you stir it. So stirring occasionally to make sure things aren't catching and burning. We don't want obviously burnt things. We don't want things to be catching. If you want, you can always take these little skins out. You don't have to. That's just more effort and more of a process. But that is your choice. So you just got jump scared watching a movie. Oh lordy. Okay. Okay, I think it is beautiful enough to go and make it a nice smooth soup. Okay. So We're gonna leave the stove on because we're gonna bring it back here. We're gonna take you along. There you go. There's gonna be a lot of steam because we're letting out heat. Always be careful with hot things, okay? And it's not on because utensils, electronic devices are dangerous. Look at that smooth soup that it just made. I'm holding it at an angle to almost make like a whirlpool for everything to be like sucked into it. Making, and the longer you blend it for, the smoother it's gonna be. So again, you can do this in your blender. I prefer doing this. Trying to blend all these like baby chunks out of here. It's sometimes hard with the nails and the buttons. That's looking good. Okay. Now we're gonna go put it back on the stove. Zach's back. It's midnight for me now. I'm getting tired. I'm going to sleep now. Oh, were you here the whole time? You weren't saying anything. Well, go have a good night's sleep. Oh, shame. I'm sorry. Thank you for being here, though. Oof, the smooth is very smooth. So I'm gonna boil it down. I put it back to a simmer. Good night. Sleep tight. I was lurking. Oh, okay. Okay, let that be there. We can put you over there. Okay, that's gonna boil some more. Whew, this has been quite a process. Do I wanna put, see that sheen is nearly there. The sheen is nearly there. We want that sheen. I can tell it's getting too hot too quick. This is what a a soup spoon looks like. This is what a soup spoon is compared to a normal spoon. Okay, it has more coverage for you to like. Cool. Me being clumsy. That's good. It needs a dash more pepper and a little bit more salt. And because we're doing a second blending, we can add, it does need more of the basil. I just didn't want to over basil it. Oh, but this basil smells amazing. Okay. And put it in there. And then those leaves I can keep for garnish. Put these leaves back. Okay, that goes in the compost heap. Okay, again, don't make your plate too hot and burn the bottom of the soup. We're literally nearly done. You don't want to ruin all that time. Like, you see it's a process. Obviously it'll be way quicker for you guys because you're doing a small batch. You're doing like really a small batch. And so if you're gonna re-go play this through YouTube to go obviously actually cook it, then yeah, like you can skip all the waiting and all that to be able to do this in a timely manner. This should take you about an hour and a half. It shouldn't take you 2 hours, but obviously just because of the amount of things, you know. I think it needs slightly more oregano, so we're doing that. I'm gonna get some sleep. Yeah, you better go get some sleep. But you literally, we're done. Like, you know, it's like, this is it. Once it is flavored to your liking, we're done. So, yeah. Bye-bye. I hope you get a good night's sleep. Thank you for staying for the stream. Well, good day's sleep. You're also, you're in the morning, but yeah. Okay. I'm going to blend this again for a second blending after it gets up to bubbling point. I should actually drink some water. Water, stay hydrated in the kitchen. Yum. Okay. It's like a boil. Okay. And they're the boiling point, so we're gonna go back. And we're gonna bring you back with me. And we're gonna go. You're gonna be here. And let's go. Oi, hello. Hi. You're coming at the very end of the stream. Okay. Beautiful. Smells really good. Tastes very good. I'm trying to think. I think it needs a little bit more salt. This is just taste and feel and seeing how you want it. Okay, that looks beautiful and glossy. Oof, that looks good. Okay. Okay. Whee! Hi. Okay, now that the soup is finished, that's it. That is the soup. Now, done. You can obviously have it with toast. You don't have to have it with the garlic bread that we made earlier. But if you are doing the garlic bread, then you can literally keep this on the stovetop hot, pop your garlic bread in for 20 to 30 minutes on 180, like I said, and yeah, let it get all nice. You can put your soup, so you dish up your soup in a bowl, and then you can drizzle some olive oil over the top, and then you put your little bit of basil like as a garnish on top of it, and then a little crack of salt and pepper as well on top of that. You can make it less acidic by adding some cream. So if you want it to be more a cream-based soup, you can pour in like a drizzle of cream into everyone's individual bowl. So yeah, so I will be posting photos of what this looks like on my Discord. All the recipes will be on there, the ingredients and the amounts and all that. So if you missed all that, that is where all the Discord preparation happens before these streams. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. It was a long process. It was a process of standing a little bit and waiting. You can obviously do other things while you're busy waiting for your roast tomatoes to be in the oven, and you know, watch a series while you're waiting, to scroll on Instagram if you want, do whatever, do a puzzle, read, who knows, but don't waste your time while something's going to be in the oven for like 2 hours. But yeah. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Hope everyone tries the tomato soup. Like I said, it is soup season here. I'm going into winter here in South Africa. And yeah, hopefully everything looks and smells great. So yeah, see you all next time.